Today we have new rewards, icon update, gacha update with Spideraxe involved, orange essence shop response, redeemed Star Guardian Xayah and Rakan news, and an update around VGU Polls. In some housekeeping news, there are two new Prime rewards that went live today. There's a new Prime Gaming capsule and a Giga Darius emote. A pro tip, you can hold on to the champion permanent shard until the new champion Briar is released. So open the capsule but leave the shard if you want. Rioter Alex notes that Aurelion, Soul, Nidalee, Jhin, Talon, Lucian, Udyr and Gwen will receive changes to their illustration icons. Now on to the gacha news. Riot Brightmoon published a lengthy post on Reddit, and just quickly before I go over it, he does confirm that redeemed Star Guardian Xayah and Rakan are not part of this new gacha system. He also says that he agrees on the issue of people having too much orange essence in response to someone asking about an orange essence shop. The key thing he says in the post is, I want to clarify up front that we aren't going to change the skin or its rollout plan. He goes on to say the same thing as the article from yesterday. He then acknowledges that prestiges and this type of content is painful to miss out on if it's your main, but they want to focus more on players who are looking for the rarest and most exclusive content, aka whales. He basically says people who are mad on social media are a small percent of players and that any decisions will be based on in-game data, which is why nothing is changing before it launches. The vibe I get from this is if you're a Jhin main, then you're screwed if you want to collect Jhin's content. And Riot are pretty much saying, hey Jhin mains, it's okay because you already have dark cosmic Jhin at home. You don't need this. He then adds that content like this Jhin skin isn't taking away from other gameplay content, and in fact it's quite the opposite. It's supposed to fund more gameplay content. I don't doubt the first part because everything about this Jhin cosmetic didn't look like it took much work anyway. It reuses the same icon, emote and skin model. As for the second part, we will have to wait and see. Based on history, it's hard to believe. Prestige skins, battle passes, even skins in general have generated so much revenue over the years to fund gameplay content, yet every year it seems like the game is getting less content and is in maintenance mode. This sounds like some trickle-down economics speak. We even have Spideraxe popping off a bit, which I've never really seen before. You know it's bad if he's pissed too. He suggests having alternative paths to getting the Jhin skin. Brightmoon replies saying adding more paths will make it less rare, and player surveys suggest they don't want loot earned through engagement, and Spideraxe disagrees and is surprised those players even exist. This continues over on Twitter between Caden House and Spideraxe. There's confusion over whether Riot will pivot or make adjustments, as the original post made it seem like Riot won't. However, they won't make changes before the first launch, but if it doesn't work, or as Caden House puts it, if it flops then they won't continue as it is. I mean, this is obvious. If it flops or doesn't make them a lot of revenue, then why would they continue doing it as it is? But flop could mean anything. If it flops with Jhin mains and majority of people but is highly successful with whales, then they probably won't care since whales are their target audience. Moving on to an update about VGU Polls. Reddit user Cookies For You asked what happened to the yearly Choose a Champ for VGU poll, and Rioter Neolexical responds, hey guys, want to provide some context here. Reworks are extremely costly and taxing on the team due to the amount of affinity that players built over the years with the champions, sheer amount of art assets and how tangled narratively champions are to each other. This takes effort and time to get right. Research and development sometimes cannot be tied to a specific timeline unless we are willing to take a hit on quality. The polls last year was quite painful for the development team and players alike. By sending out the polls on a deadline time, we signed up a team of devs to work while player expectations are building up with time, when Udyr wasn't even completed. Players are left wondering what is taking so long while pressure to release is building within the team. To be honest though, we try to keep a clear head and do what is right for Skarner. It is hard to not be affected, because we very much want to delight everyone and get him in front of everyone. At this time, with Skarner still in mid-development, we are not thinking about a poll yet. Creating another poll now will start the same negative loop. This doesn't mean it's going away completely, just right now is not the right time. As for state of updates, we are iterating and trying some new things in hopes of being able to do more updates to modernize League. Not sure if the things we are trying is possible yet, stay tuned. There are some VGUs that we are already thinking about after Jax and Skarner. I might go deeper into that in the next roadmap update. In any case, we can show more of Skarner next time. Spideraxe asks about the next roadmap release, and Neolexical says they're writing it now but don't know the release date. There's still a bit of time needed on editing and localization. That's all for today. It was meant to be a short video, but then the gacha update came out. Thanks for watching, see you next time.